Hey everyone. My goodness, I've had a difficult time coming on here and being live. So this is just a continuation, part 2 of the Akashic Records certification program that I'm discussing, as well offering a little mini reading for you guys. So we were just discussing the program from July 2nd through to August 13th. We do have 1 week off if you're choosing to do the regular program, and if you are choosing the VIP portion, then you're going to get a free week on WhatsApp with coaching with me, on addition to having additional sessions. So you'll have 6 one-on-one sessions with me at 15 minutes, as well you'll have the week that we're off. You'll actually have access to me for 6 out of those 7 days over the WhatsApp portion. Plus, you get the Akashic Records program that Melissa was just discussing that she absolutely loved. And so you'll get access to the recordings of that as well, which is a huge bonus. So the VIP program is $2,555 over a payment plan of 7 weeks if you choose to do it that way. It's $354.14. Otherwise, if you choose the regular program, then it is, I'll be all right. It's over 6, well, you know what? I'm still going to do it over 7 weeks, but it's still 6 payments, and those are only $208, which is really nice. And or you can pay in full, which is $1,250. Cool beans. You'll also have 12 weeks, which I didn't offer in the previous group, because we did it over 8 weeks. I gave you guys 8 weeks, and then you had 8 weeks. So in this program, we're doing it, we're doing like the 6 classes, and I'm giving you 12 weeks after that. And I do feel like this is more for a community of people who are looking to attract more like wealth, abundance, love, light, kindness, etc. We all do things for different reasons, but that's kind of what I'm feeling, okay? Hi, I'll look back to see my reading. I could get any of it but jazz. Okay, absolutely, Bonnie. But also, Bonnie, I think you could benefit from this program. So yeah, so that's what kind of Bonnie's energy was saying. There's definitely some deep energy from the past, and I mean past, that's kind of coming up and getting you to connect to like passion and excitement, enthusiasm for life again. Because when we do any type of past life reading of some sort, it's always to clear energy, but also so you can acknowledge what you need in the now, right? So although if you don't believe in past lives, you're always still getting the benefits of it, which is the healing and being like, oh my God, I have this like strong enthusiasm for life through music. Or for me, it's horses, and I keep telling myself I'm gonna reconnect with them, and it just kind of gets put on the back burner. So these are things that it's all to access ancient wisdom and knowledge that's going to bring us into more light and more love, and again more passion for living, because a lot of people aren't feeling that way. Okay, and my question for the records was, thank you for repeating, because I did look at it briefly, but it was I didn't write it down. Okay, Melissa, let's go into your energy here. Let's take a minute. You can do the same now that I know you know how to go into your records. Well, right away I get it. It's super important for you to concentrate, and again, this will relate to others as well, to concentrate and focus, okay? So the way that the records work is they just send us information based on when we learn the tools, like learning how to access spirit guides, our ancestors, angels, ascended masters, like higher realm beings. When we do astral travel, we can create beautiful connections with energies that are there to contribute to our higher self knowledge and wisdom and information, if that makes sense. So let's go into this. Okay, so you're getting the energy to concentrate and focus, and the reason why that's coming up is because your spirit guides and spirit animals are it almost feels like they have ascended, okay? The other thing that we learn in the Akashic Records is future readings, and you're being called to focus, to go back to, get back into yourself, into your heart space. And when you do that, do some future work on your own ascension. So not just in this life, but it's going to relate to this life, just like past life. But what you're going to do is be like, how can I start preparing myself and fulfilling this purpose that I have to keep recreating, yes, more abundance and love in society. But it does feel like you have this teacher component that you're meant to do to help others. And I know you have your own business. So that's what's coming up. It's more for like life, your life after this one, but there's still a lot you have to do in the here and now. Okay. There's a lot of creative energy. There's a lot of also I'm getting animosity. So there might be still some energy that you want to pull and clear in relation to animosity. So when you ask us, and my question for the records was, who is this us? And yeah, so that makes sense to everything that I was just saying. The who is exactly what I was talking about is just go back and listen, but it's that ascension piece of how even when we've lost an animal in this life, they can also go on further, and then it's like they're not meant to be here with us anymore. We get lessons from individuals. They come and they help us, and then they move on as well. So we don't want to attach ourselves to even our spiritual guides too much, because we want to allow them to come in as they're needed, and then we also want to detach, not become dependent, and just allow them to float out. So that's the us aspect is very much about you and the entire world. Okay, and what is this so much I need to share? And that's also related to what I just said, so you might want to go back and listen to it again. I'm pressing C more, but it's not working. So yes, this so much I need to share. Well, that's the lesson. So your experiences, your stories, right? Really go into a lot deeper on what is my life path? Also, if you're making excuses for yourself, these are things that you can also clear. So if we were going into a deep session, right, we would do some EFT tapping, we'd do some inner child work. Astral travel feels really strong for you, things like that. So yeah, lessons, right? You remember when we did some of the clearing on pulling energy and asking what the lesson is. That's what that feels like healthy for you. So it's finding that fine line and balance between the past, present, and future, right? I feel like doing a little Yankee Doodle dance here. And thank you, Melissa, for saying how much you enjoyed the program. If you were open to it, we could do a little thing where you could say how things helped you and why it helped you if you wanted online, so other people could hear about that. Because I could probably pull you onto a Facebook that I'm doing. If you're open to it, you can inbox me about it. Okay. Lisanne says, me please. Okay. When I go into Lisanne, I'm getting tapping right away. Because I feel heaviness, okay? So for people that don't know what and I feel like just offering you any type of healing, energetic work that I could do. So in the Akashic Records program, we learn about crystals. We do crystal grids. We remove energy and obstacles for you. I would probably do more of a card reading on you, things like that. So yeah, what I do is I set intentions at the beginning of the program so we can work on what your goals are. So typically what I do, Lisanne, is in the records, I do 2 questions that you'd like to ask your records that's very significant for you. So be really aware of what some of your goals are, or whatever intuitively comes to you. And then we connect to that energy and where it's coming from. So I would do a few deep breaths in terms of that's what your records are calling you into, more breath work, more working on organizing your priorities from number 1 to 2. So it's no coincidence that's coming up, because it feels like some of the heaviness might be stemmed from the need to prioritize. Okay, so that's where the records are going to give you and show you exactly what you need in the here and now. So although we're doing past and future work, and we're going to all these different places, and we're connecting to all these different frequencies, what we really want to do is get what it is that we need now to help us the most. So the records if there's a question that you have, the records prioritize that question for you. So if you had like 5, I would just listen to what it is that's most important, and then we would trust that you're getting the messages that you need, okay? But that's what's coming up for you. Hi, Monica. Hope you're feeling okay. I know you lost a pet, so it's interesting that with I feel like you're quite connected to Melissa's energy, because that's what we were just kind of talking about, the ascension and the involvement of pets and when they pass away as well. Hello. That was my message from the light being in the astral traveling I did last night. Melissa says, I was trying to figure out that, yeah, the see more part's not working for me. Yeah, but regardless, you're connecting to it, so I really appreciate that. But yeah, sometimes it's about recontacting spirits, Melissa, reconnecting spirits that you haven't spoken with in a long time, right? Sometimes we forget about certain ancestors or things, or ones that we've never met. So you want to reconnect. Absolutely. They said you are a part of us. Absolutely. And that's where it's really cool when we do this work. That's why there's so much peace and harmony and abundance that comes from it. And it's so powerful, as you were already sharing, that you've learned more from this than your entire psychology degree in your 6 years. And I totally relate to that. I did my 4 years over 6 years, because I have a tendency to do like a bunch of different things all at once. But yeah, like I totally relate to how some of these really, really powerful tools can give us so many light feelings. And when we feel really light, we can connect to these light beings. We just feel like we can conquer anything. And when we feel like we can conquer anything, then our dreams are more likely to come true, because they will. We just have to believe in that power and that confidence and strength that we have. And also the strength that we have as a group and as a whole. So it really teaches you, the power of like the law of attraction and the energy of raising our vibration, right? So cool. Yes, finding balance, Deanna says. Awesome. Melissa says, been making a habit of that. Thank you so much. You're welcome. And yay, girl, I would love to do that. Okay. Yeah, that was coming up for me. So I appreciate it, but it's also like good for you, I think, to kind of even like just share your story. Does feel like that's a huge part of your path. Okay. Yes, me please. Okay, Deanna. So we're losing some people watching. And what I would encourage you to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't, please. And like share this out if you feel called to it as well. So because there's messages in this for everybody for each one I'm doing. Now I'm getting all dark here. Okay, Deanna. Okay, I'm getting energy practices for you and energy balancing. So I would go into your chakra. We're also in the program going to learn about chakras, chakra clearing, chakra balancing, like chakra identification when something's blocked, how to do readings, things like that. But that's what I'm getting for you, that those are good things for you to learn. So yoga also feels really good. I think I'm going to be adding some yoga into this one. And when I say yoga, I just mean breath work and learning how to move the body. Just very simple, like stretches, like, okay, just bring your shoulders up, drop them, pull the shoulders back, round them, things like that. When people hear the word yoga, they get all crazy in good ways and in bad ways. I'm going to be I'm just signing up for this, but I am going to be completing my 500 hours by New Year's, which is great. So I'm going to be really doing a lot more physical energy work, which I think would be really good for you. So let's go into your chakras right away. So as soon as I go into your crown, so these are things I'm going to be teaching you guys, is how to do like body scans. But as soon as I go into your crown, I feel like there's been pain and trauma from definitely past life. So I do past life readings, but if you go into the program, I can show you how to do them for yourself. And it's about learning how to clear energy as well for yourself. As I was just saying, learn how to do this yourself, because there's nothing better than feeling empowered by learning new skills and tools. When I go straight down to your heart, I get that you're very sensitive, and that's a very positive thing. So your energy feels very warm. I feel very like strong water energy. So I would say drink water, get near water, take warm hot baths, lemon and water, things like that. I was also told recently that I'm going to make tinctures for people so that they can put these tinctures that I make into water to balance energy. So you would be a good person for me to recommend specifically like what things to put in your water, okay? But these are things that you can do as well. And so when I learned about ancestral healing and I started to get Akashic Records readings, I just get all this inspiration of like, this is what I need to do. Like, I have to do it. This is part, as we were saying with Melissa, this is part of my path. And that's what we're ultimately here to do, is to learn and listen and grow and share through these experiences. So anyway, that's what's coming up. I don't see anybody else messaging. So if you would like to join me, then you make your first payment through my booking link. And so if you're doing the regular program, it's $208. So what I do is I take your, you fill out your information. Yes, all is true. Awesome, Deanna. So I take your first payment with a credit card, and then what I do is I'm going to balance out your payments from then over the period of the program until August 13th. So there'll be equal payments. So if it's the regular one, then it would be 6 payments over that time frame, okay? And so then you don't have to do any work. And if you do the VIP program, it's $354 over 7 payments. It's going to be the same way. So I'm actually just currently creating the link for the VIP program. So it just depends on where you are at on your journey. I know for myself, I like consistency. I like it when I pay for something all up front. That's how I work best. And it's interesting, when I've worked with my business coach, she goes, I think it's so weird that you pay in like huge lump sums for things. And then when you go to teach things, you're all like, no interest, like payment plans and stuff like that. But that's how I work best, is I like to get the money, like a bigger amount. Well, mine were much bigger than these. But I get it all out of the way, and then I find I can just concentrate on the program, and I'm not like thinking about money. But again, we're all in different circumstances. When I did my Akashic Records program, in that specific circumstance, I didn't have like the 5,000 like access to it in cash at the moment, because I was doing 5 other programs at the same time and have my and I had my business. Very unexpected. So I was pulled into this course, chose to do the payment plan, and then paid it off, as I realized that by taking the program, I was just making my money back, right? So completely up to you how you choose to do that. And if you know of other spiritual entrepreneurs or people who are all about like healthy lifestyles and who want to work deeper on their gifts, we're going to learn a lot more about how you work best, all about your clairs, and to open up your gifts and learn. So I love you all. Thanks for watching part 2 of the Akashic Records certification program live. Later.